Hi, boys and girls. Now I want to talk to you a little bit about guide words. You will see that on page 311 in your language. And I wanted to show you how you can work those through because they are a little hard, especially because it's ABC order and it does go through several letters sometimes. So I want to talk a little bit about, of course, where we find guide words. I think you saw that video on dictionary, so it covered it a little bit. But I have here, I was able to find in this house a Webster's dictionary. And if we open it, this one has a lot of words, so the print is really small. You can see some guide words up at the top. Okay, so we can find it in dictionaries. And then you also see it in your Bible. They are right up at the top. Trying to find a page here. And here we have guide words up at the top of our Bibles to guide us. And that's exactly what they are. They'll guide us through the book to know where to find something. They'll guide us through the dictionary to know where to find a word. And of course, you're very familiar with your spelling dictionary. So if you look at your spelling dictionary, here is one page of your spelling dictionary. You can see the guide words up at the top. And this page, every page has guide words. We have purple and we have she's. Now this is telling us that this is going to be the first word that is defined on this page, and this is going to be the last word, and we can see that very easily here. The first word is purple, and if we go all the way to the end, the last word is she's. So these guide words are telling us the first and last word that you can find here. Now, of course, they're in alphabetical order, and that's what we've been learning this week. So here we have the ending of the words that begin with the letter P, because that's where it starts, P, purple. Then after the P is Q, and we've got just a few words. Then we've got words that begin with the letter R. And if you go to the next column, there's one more word. And then we begin the letter S's, but of course it doesn't end there. And if we turn the page, of course, we're going to find some more guide words. And we will see that it continues with the letter S. And there must be a lot of words with the letter S because the guide word continues. So this page is all full of words that begin with the letter S. And if you'll notice, it's the last one. Therefore, we know that again, it's going to continue on the next page. So here we have the guide word star. But the S words are going to stop because our last word is think. So our guide word here is star. That is the first word on this dictionary page. And the last one is think. So guide words are there to help us find our way through the dictionary, through Bibles, different places where we have to find different words. So I want to talk to you about how we will know if these words are going to be on this page. So here I have a page from a dictionary, and we have the guide words mountain and move. So they both begin with the letter M. And actually they go to the second letter. Look at the second letter, M-O and M-O. So this is an example where we're going to have to look at not just the first letter, but the second and possibly the third. So it tells us in our language book, and I will read it for you. It says, a dictionary is a book that tells about words. The words at the top of each page are called the guide words. These are the first and last words on that page. All of the words on that page are in ABC order between the two guide words. Well, your job on your language page is to choose the word that fits the ABC order and write it on the line. Well, they're giving you a choice of 3 words. and we want to know which one of these is going to be found on this page. So what we want to do is we want to set it up. You can do it on the side of your paper. You can do it on another sheet of paper on your learning notebook. But one way you can do it is that you have to have mountain as your number one word, because that's the first word, right? So we are going to have mountain. And then we know that move has to be the third word because it is the last word. So the word that fits here as the second word in alphabetical order is the word that belongs in this page that we can find on this page that is going to be in alphabetical order. So this is going to be one of those try on the shoes, like I tell my second graders. Try on the shoes means that you just don't go into the shoe store and go to the shelf and get the shoes and then go pay for them. You try them on, you make sure they fit well, they fit good, that it's the right fit, that it's the right shoe, and then you go pay for them. So that's why I tell my students that they have to try on the shoes and try the different words to find the answer sometimes. So that's one strategy you can use. And that's what we're going to do here. We're going to try mushroom. So we are going to write the word mushroom. And if mushroom is correct, the one that is found in ABC order here, then we can see it right away. Here we have the letter M, the letter M, and the letter M. So we know that we go on to the second letter. Here we have the letter O, the letter U, and the letter O. So here we have to decide, if these two are the same, U, does U come before the letter O or after the letter O? Well, there's several things you can do. You can go back to how we did it in kinder, right? When we learned the ABCs, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U. Oh, I said the letter O way before I said the letter U. So this does not come in between these two words. It actually would come after because the U comes after the letter O. So we can cross out the word mushroom. That was not the word that belongs on this page in alphabetical order. We're going to move on to the next word, and it is motor. Ooh, this one looks maybe like it would. It makes it look like it because it's M-O-M-O-M-O. That must be the answer, right? So we just write that and let's go move on to the next one. No, you always want to check your answer. Want to follow through, make sure you're getting the right word. So in this case, it tells us that we're going to have to not just go to the first letter, they're all the same. The second letter, they're all the same. We're going to have to go to the third letter. So here we have three different letters, and we can go ahead and write the alphabet. And let's start with M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Okay, and you can also have this as a reference on a paper somewhere so that you could easily move back and forth. Could have started all the way from A, but I think we're going to be using this part, okay? So here we have the U, and the U is right here. Here we have the V, and the V is right here. Ooh. And then we have a T, and the T is here. That tells us that this word comes before the word mountain and the word move. Therefore, it would be on the page before, and it would not be found here. It would actually be up here right before mountain. So this is really another easy way to actually see, that third letter would not allow this whole word to be the second word and thus not make these in alphabetical order. So it must be the last one, right? So let's just write it in. No, let's also check it just to make sure that we've got the right one. Okay, so let's try this again. Here we have, first letter is the same, second letter is the same, and now we have two letters. The U and the U are the same, and of course they're here. So they do belong before the V, so we have these in the right place. Both of these that have the letter U come before the letter V. So now we're going to just take these two words and look at the next letter, the N and the S. Well, here is the letter N and here is the letter S. The letter N in mountain comes before the S that we find in mouse. Therefore, it does come in order. Mountain and then mouse. And then, of course, remember we already knew that that was the third letter. So this word, mouse, is the one that fits in alphabetical order. Now, it does take a few steps to learn and to do that, but this will really help you think it through. If you need to just take a quick look and look at it again so that you can understand what we did, because once you do get to that fourth letter, it is a little confusing, but remember we found out that these two definitely came before move, which was at the third letter, and then we had to decide where these were in alphabetical order at the fourth letter. So this is definitely getting you ready for third grade, and it is becoming a challenge. Do you see how things sometimes get a little harder, especially when you're learning something new? So I'm going to challenge you to practice, to even write out your alphabet like this. If you have a whiteboard, it's a great tool to use. So I know that you can do a good job. Follow the steps. Don't get too sidetracked, don't get too discouraged. I know you can do it if you just continue the pattern to see what the steps are so that you can get to that right word and put them in order. Okay? You have a great day. Love you guys.